Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yes, we can. I can hear you. I can hear Amanda.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I hear Amanda really well.
Yeah, I hear both of you guys really well. Um, can everybody else hear us? Hello.
Hang on.
Can you guys hear?
I can hear you guys. I'm looking at live chat, trying to.
I know I'm just now being able to see the live chat. Okay. It seems like my stuff always messes up at the last moment.
They said they can hear us.
Okay. I'm always. I wonder what. I'm always messing everything up. Okay, Amanda, you'll have to look at chat for a minute because I can't see it at all.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Okay. Hi, everybody. I can't see you, but hello.
7-1 KJC. Hello. Voice for the voiceless. Angela. Those are the ones I can see so far.
And voice for the voiceless, I want. Oh my gosh, that pillow that you made for chasing made me cry. It was so beautiful. That was really amazing.
I didn't see that, but
Oh my gosh. Well, she made this little video about it and her little dog passed away and Voices sent her a beautiful pillow and beautiful card um about her little dog and I just sit there and boohooed. It was so sweet.
oh, well, that's our fur babies.
There's a scoop with Barb. Hello, Barb.
Okay,
Hey,
now I
Barb.
can hear you guys. Hold on.
Hi, Pointer Lover. Angela. Oh,
Okay,
oh,
I may
there's
get
two
my
of you
shit.
now.
Okay, what's that?
There's two of you.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't really, let me
Yeah,
I
see.
see
don't worry.
it. I can only hear one. There you go.
Yeah.
It's just you now.
Yeah. How is everybody? Voice for the Voiceless. She has really been putting out some um really strong videos. Putting out the facts about the
Terms of service.
terms of service and all that. I thought that was yeah. I got really educated. I really
Yeah,
did.
she did a good job with that.
And a scoop of Barb, she comes up with any more songs. I think that she makes me laugh so hard. It's
She does
amazing.
great.
I wish I could do that. I'm just not. I guess I
I
don't.
was
I
at
don't.
Borders.
Here she is. Y'all did a really good live the other night. I just went and watched it on replay, and y'all did a really good job. Um, that was really a good live, and the way y'all dressed everyone, I thought that was amazing. Because I'm ready to walk away myself. I mean, I'm just so sick of all the hate and all everything that's going on. It's sad. I mean, we should be embarrassed for ourselves, but I just don't think anyone has that self awareness anymore.
I can't
They
hear you, PCA. Are you talking?
is she
Can you hear
talking?
her?
I can't hear her.
She said, anyone hear? Does anyone hear me?
She just left us up here by ourselves.
Come on back, TCA. We're waiting
She
on you.
jumped ship.
She's jabbering a storm.
Is she?
That's what she said. Maybe go out and come back in, TCA.
My mic wouldn't work at first. So. Oh, she said. That's funny. They said that they haven't heard TCA yet.
Mm-mm. She must be muted.
Yeah. She must. I'm always muting myself and I don't realize that I'm muted.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yep.
Yes.
Well, that's weird.
You mute yourself?
I know. I just went back out and I came back in and now there's two of me. So, oh well. I guess everybody will get two of me on here. Gosh, what a freaking day. Anyways, I was saying, I was telling 71 KJC, it's been a heck of a day. It has. And who else is in here that I can say, voice for the voiceless? I don't think she's ever been in my chat. Thank you for being here, Angela, Pointer Lover, The Scoop with Barb. I don't think I know her either.
That's the
what I've
one.
been telling you about. That's so great.
Okay, yes. Anyways,
Yes.
thank you guys. Hey, Without Borders, how are you? And of course, Irvin, you're always here. We appreciate you. We really do. All of us appreciate Irvin.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, I know you guys probably know what the video's about. It's, these last few days have been pretty rough on YouTube. You guys have got to admit it. I know that there's people that you care about and really like that are getting destroyed. People are destroying each other. And I've seen it to Saturday. I seen it. There was a lot of bashing going on. And then, of course, today, again, a lot of bashing going on. And it's not just one person, it is everybody that is doing this. And people have always asked, what is the end game? What do you stand for? I'm going to tell you what I stand for because I have heard so many people call me a flip-flopper because I'm defending what I feel that needs to be defended. Whether I like that person, whether that person is my friend, the stuff that's going on, it is horrific. And I've said this and I'm going to say it again. A person that is strong or that we feel is strong, they can take it. But there's going to be somebody that isn't so strong that is going to hurt themselves or hurt someone else. And that is the last thing any of us want. I don't care how badass you think you are. If somebody hurt themselves over what a person says, that would be awful. And so I'm just kind of going through, I want to know what everybody stands for, but I'm going to tell you guys a little bit of what I stand for. My integrity, my good character, my respect. I try to be fair. I try to be a good person. And I hold firmly to my opinions and my beliefs, whether I like you or not. If I don't like you, I will walk away from, if you're in a chat and you're bashing someone, I may call you out. I'm not going to go to your channel and talk terrible to you. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to stay away. But if I'm like today, I was working and somebody had a video out and they were going hard for someone that I'm not friends with anymore. But that bothered me a lot. And anybody that can sit in a chat and be okay with this kind of behavior, maybe it's me. I don't know. I think it's wrong. And I think more of us need to stand up for what is right. Um, we can all do the right thing.
Can I interrupt
Everywhere.
just for a second?
Yes.
TCA,
Yes.
Voice for the Voiceless said something that me and you both have, talked together about. And she said that it could have already happened and someone may not be willing to speak up about it.
You're right, Voices. You are definitely right. I mean, do I like Natasha Cooper? No. Do I think she is a bad person? Yes. But I think there's so many people talking about her. People are actually getting sick of it. At least I am. So I just kind of stay away from it. The same thing is with everybody. I will defend you whether you're my friend or not if I feel that you are in the wrong or the right and you are being wronged. So help me God, you guys, I would do that for anybody because that is my morals. Like I was getting ready to say, respect everyone, everywhere, no exception. I put a community post on today, about the bad fruit. One bad fruit will ruin all the fruit. And that's a given fact. I try to keep positive. I try to be happy and I try to smile. I always follow through with what I say. I try to. Um, does that make me a flip-flopper? Does any of these things make me a flip-flopper? I adapt to changes and I embrace every challenge that ever comes my way. I love helping people. I love it. It makes me feel good. And I'm not even talking financial because I don't do that a lot. I just like being a good friend. And if I feel like that person, my friend, is destroying themselves, I will call them out on it. And if they don't listen, I will walk away. You guys all know about my friend that had terminal cancer. She passed away Saturday. And I lost a friendship because I would not allow her to destroy her family. I wasn't going to be involved in that. I didn't want no part of it. And she wouldn't listen to me. She's been one of my best friends for 30 years, you guys. And I walked away knowing she was going to die, but I couldn't allow her to do what she was doing. She wouldn't listen to me or anybody else. So yeah, my values mean a lot to me. We have so much bad behavior that is rewarded, not just on YouTube, every day in our real lives. You've got people that are going to prison that are innocent. And we all know that. We've got kids that are missing, that there's not a lot of people looking for them or trying to find them. People that are lying and cheating and stealing and suing each other every day. It is so disgusting and so discouraging to see people that are so hateful and they continue to get donations. I don't care if somebody has a PayPal, but don't sit there and talk about others that did or do. That's not right. It isn't. And you guys don't have to agree with me, and I'm okay with that. I just know that there's so many people that go after everybody for having PayPals. Who gives a shit? Let them have their PayPal. If their friends and their subscribers want to donate, let them. I mean, do you guys agree with me on this, or am I just?
I totally agree.
It's breaking
I
my
agree.
heart to see all these people destroying each other. And I just wanted to say that I'm not a flip flopper, you guys. I promise you that. Um, if you have to sell your soul to the devil in order to win, if that's what you want to call it, have you really won? No. In my opinion, no. My mom always told us girls that to have inner peace comes where you have to remember who you are and what you stand for and live by that every single day. And I will continue to live by that, whether people think I'm two-faced or whatever. I guess let them, but I'm going to continue being who I am and supporting who I support and not supporting the ones that I don't want to. But that doesn't mean I'm going to bash them all over YouTube. Saturday, I got on a panel and I let loose. I was very upset and I apologized to the creator and to her subscribers. But you guys, I was so hurt by that because the same person did to another person what happened to her, and she was devastated. And this person can say, well, it wasn't meaning to body shame, but it was. Don't tell me it wasn't, because it was, or you wouldn't have a picture up. And the sad thing is, it turned around and bit you in the ass today, which was so freaking wrong. And I called it out. I said, this has got to stop. I hate it. I wish we could all get along and come together and do some good for the community instead of destroying everybody and being so evil and mean and hateful. And I'm going to shut up and let you guys talk a little bit, okay?
Well,
You guys go
we
ahead.
need to lift each other up. We need to lift each other up and hold each other up if they need be. And for these people to call you a flip flopper, they need to know what the definition of a flip flopper really is. You know, when they make up one day with someone and the next day, you know, they hate them and the next day they like them and, you know, etc. That is what I consider a flip flopper. You know, one that goes to one panel and bashes someone and then goes back to the person that, you know, they were over there bashing, that's a flip flopper. You know, just because we are standing our ground and standing up for what is right does not mean we are a flip flopper. We're trying to be good to everybody. We're trying to respect everybody. And we're trying to support them by going into their chats and being there. And if they make
yes.
that impossible.
Yes. And voice for the voiceless, I really like what you're saying and I appreciate that. You know, a person don't really know someone, or, you know, you've never been in my chat. I don't know you. Have I seen things or heard things? Maybe, but I appreciate you and what you're saying. And it's right. Anyone can rip a person down. It takes a strong person to leave people better than you find them. I love that.
And that's something with voices that I have listened to her. I went and listened to her videos to see who she is because I've seen her on panels, you know, in the past. And I just totally wiped that out, ignored it, and I went and looked at her videos, and her videos are wonderful. She stands for what we believe in, the same things, you know. I mean, and she just wants to make things better for people here. And like her saying, you know, you leave better than what you find them. I mean, my mom always taught me that, you know, you when you go out of this world, don't you want to leave it better than what you found it? And I just I don't understand people. I don't understand how they can be so mean. I don't understand how that they can sit up there and brag on themselves of how wonderful they are and what they do for people when they are the ones that are putting up screenshots, putting up pictures, and body shaming and doing all this stuff to people, and they don't care. I mean, it just doesn't even
No,
phase them.
these were our friends. We have
Yeah.
been friends with these
Yes.
people that are destroying each other. And like I said, whether you're my friend or not, I do not want to see you get hurt like that. And it's not in me to have that much hate. And um, whether people like it, I was a good friend to Jessica, and I thought the world of her. I adored her. I walked away because I didn't like what I was seeing. I was seeing a lot of things I didn't want to be a part of. Um, that's it. And I'm not going to speak for Without Borders, but I know she was a good friend. I know she was. I was there. And so was Megan VR. She was a very good friend. And it
And
bothers me to see everybody being talked about like we are nobody and that we jumped ship because we turned on her. No, that's not it. I mean, I can't speak for the other ones, but I know for a fact I didn't.
a lot of it is that they are following and saying in these chats that are doing that, and they are supporting these people, and out of fear, they're scared. I really believe they're scared.
Yeah,
And
they are. Amanda just she had to get off. She had something to do. So anyways,
oh yeah.
I believe that. I think we have all done things that we shouldn't. Yes, all of us, everybody, but you learn from it. Do I think Jessica's a bad person? No. Do I think Brittany's a bad person? No. Honestly, there's two people in this community that I want no part of, and I'm not even going to mention, but I stay away from them.
Right.
You know, anybody else, I could get along with them if I didn't see so much wanting to destroy others.
Right. And if you stand up for, what is right, like there's been, I mean, if you go over in someone's chat and you stand up for, you say you don't agree with them and you stand up for, you think they're doing wrong and you speak up, you get attacked by everybody. And it's just laughable now. I mean, it's like these people, they should be ashamed. I mean, do they not feel shame? I mean, as bad as I have it,
Honestly,
I went,
I think they do. I think they do feel it. They just don't know how to get away from it. You've got all these subscribers. Some of the subscribers are just as bad. They egg it on and they get the channel creator going, and the channel creator sees that, and so she does it more and more to please her subscribers, because
right.
that's what the subscribers want. That's what they like. I mean, Natasha said it best: drama sells, and boy, does it. It
But
does.
I've noticed that they don't like you calling people out for and telling the truth and standing on the truth and calling these people out and say you are wrong, you're doing wrong, you're being bad, stop. They like it when people make up stories, make up things that are not true and spread it everywhere. They will go with lies before they will the truth any day without even any proof that it's true. I mean, I just don't get it. And Voiceless said something, and okay, you said like what may be your truth today might not be tomorrow. Is your truth tomorrow? What do you mean by that? I don't understand that part. Sorry. There's support with Steffa. Hello.
Hello, support with Steffa.
We had a really good time on her live. She um covered the Delphi case. I mean,
Yes.
and there
And
was just a handful of us in there, and we had a blast. It was so much fun. And I don't care if there's 3 people in my chat. If we are talking and having and just being there. I mean, I'd rather have 3 good people than 300 of people talking crap and
well,
it being just so.
and think about it, 300, most of those people are hate watching anyway. I mean, I shouldn't say most of them, some of them are. And I'm sure I've got hate watchers on here, and I'm okay with that. Hey, mods, can you guys drop the links who's in here? Support with Steffa has an amazing channel, Without Borders,
Voice for the voiceless.
Voices. Can
She
you guys
does arts
drop
and
links?
crafts too. Voice for the voiceless does arts and crafts. She does really good work. I mean,
And that is the truth, Voices. She says, what I believe today, I may learn that tomorrow it is not what I thought it was, and I need a better truth. That is the honest to God truth.
yeah,
And yes, Irvin says some subs are bad also. What people don't see is us trying to tell a creator to ignore it. Calling back makes things worse. As much as I do agree on clapping back at times, in my experience, it doesn't. Very true.
that just goes. It just takes it back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And where does that get us? I mean, like
It gets us more
Natasha is.
hatred. More
She doesn't
hatred.
have a platform. So then everybody else amped up their going after innocent people like you, TCA. I know you have a heart of gold. And Without Borders, she's wonderful. I mean, there are wonderful people that are getting drug into this mess and they are having to defend themselves. And instead of concentrating on what needs to be concentrated on, like missing children and that school shooting this morning. I mean, today, 21 kids, well, a teacher and 21 kids died. And they need to be worried about that stuff instead of worried about who they can lie on and whose picture they can put up and make them feel bad about themselves. It seems like that the more they tear people down, the better they feel, and the more they go at it. And that their numbers, they think those numbers are all there is, and that money, those super chats and everything coming in, that's all there is. That's all they concentrate on. And in the long run, they're going to be alone. I mean, because
Yep.
you can have all their 100 to 300 people in their chat, but they can still be alone.
Yep.
That's why they go through so many people. It's 18 kids and 3 adults.
Yeah.
And
It's
that was just I cried. Alex Erickson, she did a live on it, and I just sat there and cried because I mean it's horrible. Nobody wants to go through losing a child. I lost a grandson, and nobody wants to experience that. And
no.
we don't know what people have been through. Like
Well,
Voice for
that's
the Voiceless,
just
she
it.
lost 3 family members in just a short period of time. And
Yes.
instead of anybody supporting her on it, they poked at her and made fun and just pushed her. And they wonder why she comes out swinging.
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
don't know what other people go through. That's the sad thing about it. I mean,
mhm.
I
and
can't.
and just a few of us. I mean, if just a few of us get together, stand together, I have found one thing that these people, these hate people that sit around and talk about other people, one thing they cannot stand is for all of us to be in a live together and supporting each other and laughing and cutting up.
Oh, I know. I
We
remember
were
the
laughing.
days.
Yeah, we were laughing one day. I mean, we laughed till I mean, just tears rolled down my face. We were laughing so hard, and I got so many hate messages over that. It was unbelievable. They were burning. They couldn't stand it. And I think that's the best way to fight these people. You put
Yep.
up a wall, you act like they don't exist. Us not not acknowledging them um is going to help us help our mental health and get rid of them,
Yep.
because us acknowledging them and getting upset over what they're doing and just and just it just keeps it going. I've
It
seen so many
does.
friendships break up.
I mean, good
So many.
friendships that I thought
Eh,
would last a long time.
right. There's very few of us. And I seen in a chat where they said that there is more good people on YouTube than bad. I don't agree with that. I think that there is less good and more bad. That's why we are having so much trouble.
Well, they're
Um,
trying to, it's what it is, Cheryl, or Broken Justice, sorry.
oh, that's
They
okay. I
want
put Cheryl on my thing.
they want to see who's the biggest badass, who's tougher, who's
Mhm.
stronger, who can hurt others more.
Mhm.
And who would want to do that? I,
And I just don't get. I mean, I don't know. I don't understand what they get out of it. But just like anything, you can starve it. We can starve these horrible people. We can,
yeah,
but we've got to come together and stop ourselves, because we are doing it amongst ourselves now. It's not
yeah,
just we all are against these hate channels and hate people that are, out there just lying and doing all this stuff to people. We are doing it amongst ourselves, and it's costing us friendship.
yeah. And
And
I
go ahead.
mean, I just believe that our values are what makes who we are.
Right.
And there's
You're,
a lot of good people out here on the YouTubes. I do believe that. I've met so many amazing people, and I have friends that are friends with people I don't like. My friends know that I'm friends with people that they don't like, but we're adults and we just get through it and just don't
but
go in the chats that
we
people
are
are
examples of
bashing.
that.
Well,
We
yeah,
are examples. Me and you, we have a wonderful friendship. And there's people that I consider my friends that that I hang out and chat that TC doesn't like. And there's people that she hangs out with that I don't like. But it doesn't affect us. And we do not put that on each other. We don't bash the other parties. We don't,
no, actually, we tell each other what's good about what we like about those people.
yeah, we do. And
You know,
we're willing to, um, for each other, because we care about each other, we're willing to give the other person a chance too.
yes,
And that's what matters. Sometimes you got to lay down your weapons. And like
yeah,
I say, when if I start back up, when I start back up, I mean, I'm going to tell people you leave your crap at the door. I
yeah.
mean, that's the
I,
only way you can do it.
I
And
pray, I do. I pray every night before I go to bed that tomorrow things are going to be different.
right,
Because I do miss going into some of these people's chats and talking not just to the subscriber but to their subs. You know,
mhm,
you grow and you have a friendship with these people, and then all of a sudden you can't go back in the chat, so you don't get to even talk to those people anymore.
right. And just like I've noticed that the people that I like, there's several people that I've met since the Dorothy thing went down, and I told my side. I mean, there's a lot of people I've met that are really good people, and they have people in their chats, and they go to different chats that um, I don't necessarily agree with, but then I go over there and I'm like, oh wow, this is cool, because you start laughing and stuff. And I mean, you just and then there's some people that I love to pieces, and I saw them the other day in someone's chat, a creator's chat that is just a really ugly person. And I got upset there for a minute. I'm like, I almost looked at them different. And I'm like, what am I doing? That's wrong. They're here for their own reason. I used to be here. I had my reason for being here and I had my reason for leaving. And I'm not going to walk on eggshells anymore. I mean, I'm just not. I don't care what they think about me. I know who I am. I'm a good person. And just because we are good people, that does not mean that we're going to lay down and let someone stomp all over us. I let someone stomp on me for a year,
Yeah.
for a whole year without saying anything. And
Well,
they did show their true colors. But I found who supported me and who was true, good people.
yeah.
And I am the same person I have always been since I entered YouTube. I have the same friends, the same creators that love me, and I have met new ones now, but I mean, I am not going to let anyone do that to me ever again. I'm going to stand up for myself.
Yes. Irvin and Without Borders, she does have I love her accent. Talking about
Who?
Jennifer Sharp. Jennifer Sharp's
Oh, I
accent.
know. I do like Jennifer's.
And
I do.
I
love
don't
her.
care what anybody, I mean, Jessica's, when she talks, I know some people drives, but the way she talks, it's hilarious. I love it. I'm not making fun of her. I love her, the way she talks. I mean, it cracks me up. The way her that Philly accent is just adorable, I think.
I think
But
everyone from different places, their accent, like Amanda, that on your panel all the time, I love her voice.
yeah, and TT's, oh my gosh,
Yes.
I could listen to her. I know a lot of people say they don't like, but I could listen to her all day. And it's
I like
funny,
her voice.
especially when they get wound up and they get mad. Oh
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah.
And
I got wound up on her panel one time, and oh my gosh, I was so mad. I've never done that again, but I was really mad. I just come off, and
I even
mean,
like Natasha's accent. I mean, I do. I like the way she talks. When she's happy and in a good mood and, laughing and joking and stuff, not when she does her sad fishing. That about makes me want to put my finger down my throat.
I don't like anything about that woman.
Well, I don't like her. I don't like her. Never mind. I do like her accent though.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is, it really is. I mean,
yeah.
these people they're not going to change. The ones that are trying to change, the ones that are trying to be better, and you can see the ones that don't care and they're just getting worse. You can.
Voices says she used to, but now I hear her and I get pissy. Oh gosh. I went back and had to listen. I just had to because I heard everybody talking about it. Today, her sad fishing, boy, she did a doozy today.
I used to go in her chat and pop off just so that to get her all stirred up and yelling and screaming at me.
God.
She would cuss me. She'd block me and then she'd unblock me and then she'd block me.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Remember, I would go. We had a mod chat at that time. Me and TCA was in there together, and I was like, I just left Natasha's, and they're like, "You went over there by yourself?"
Oh yeah. And that's another thing. Look at her. She lost all of her channels. She has nothing. I don't know if anybody listened to her today. She said that somebody hacked her freaking bank account and she lost $1,900. And they also called CPS, or CPS showed up at her daughter's school. It's just, here's the thing.
I just don't believe any of that.
I don't believe it either, but I'm just saying, any one of us could lose our channels at any time. And I do not want anybody to lose their channel.
Right.
You know, Natasha had every opportunity to change her ways and she didn't. And there's other people that are doing what she did, and I don't want to see that because they do a good job with true crime. You know what I mean? And just joking and laughing and the bullying and harassing and other things isn't right. But I don't want to see anybody else lose their channel. I really don't. I would
Have
hate
you
for that.
ever left a chat and feel like that you need a shower? I mean,
Oh yeah,
that's how
Saturday I had sweat pouring off of me. I was
that's
so
how ugly it
yeah.
is. I'm just sick to death of it. And like I went back and watched your replay with Without Borders, and um we were talking y'all were talking about our children. Like, I mean, parents are the ones that raise their children. Single moms, both parents, whatever you have the situation, you are what is going to instill in your children what they're going to turn out to be. What kind of human being
Absolutely.
do you want your children to be? I mean,
Absolutely.
do you want them to really be that ugly? I mean,
I mean, I sit and I think, I mean, I remember when I was in junior high several years ago. I'm 49, so if that'll tell, but there was a little girl. Um, Everybody called this girl Water Buffalo. And you guys, this girl became bulimic and anorexic by the time she was in high school because of that. And her mom and dad had to put her in a treatment center for eating disorder. She about died just
hmm
because of the kids in school calling her a water buffalo.
hmm
And it's crazy now because she's married, but is she does like makeup and gets puts people's outfits together. She's just beautiful and amazing. But I remember that girl, and it was terrible. She'd go in the bathroom, she would eat and go to the bathroom and puke in 7th grade. And I that's why I hate the body shaming, because
hmm
it does affect you whether you're young, whether you're old. It's awful. We all of us hate. There's something about our bodies that we hate. I mean, look at the world, the society we live in. We've got TikTok that all these young girls are, you know, showing their bodies. And then you look at you at 50 and you think, I cannot compare to that. You've got
Right.
all these commercials and movies, and it, nobody's perfect. I mean,
Right.
nobody. And you can, if you want to say something about somebody, don't say something about a woman's body or a man's body. That is just
Right.
wrong.
Right. It is wrong. But and like I remember in grade school, this girl, this I think I was in fourth grade, and she had God, it's on the tip of my tongue. Well, her hair fell out, and she had to wear a wig. But
Alopecia.
yes, but her wig looked just like real hair, and this other girl was really a bully, and she knew that this girl wore a wig, and she pulled it off of her. And I think that was my very first fight I think I got into with a girl. But me and her are still friends today, and she's a doctor, and I'm friends with her brothers. And, you know, you just never know in what people are going through. And her mother um, is a nurse in my hometown, and I was put in the hospital, and she come down into my room, and she goes, I wanted to tell you thank you for what you did. And this was like when we were in fourth grade, and But I've always been that way. I've been a little scrapper. I'm really little, and my mother always taught me, to stand up for people. So I
Yep.
always have. And Alex Erickson's the one that calmed me down so much. I'm so different than what I used to be.
Alex can bring the good out of anybody.
I mean, I was good hearted, but I was just a scrapper. Somebody said
Yeah.
something to me, I would have flown to where they were and pulled them out. I was just terrible.
I don't get too upset when people talk about me. It's other people. I just hate it.
Mhm. I don't
Because
mind if they talk about me if it's the truth. If they're
yeah,
lying on me, that's another story
yeah,
now.
I don't like people lying on me.
Right. I don't like
But
the lies. I would never lie on someone. I don't care if it cost me my life. I would not.
yeah, yeah,
And
I'm no liar.
for
And
them to do it, I don't understand that. And they know that I just don't get that. How can they lie on people? How can they say that
because
people say things that they don't say?
because
How
it
can they
makes
do
them
this?
feel better. It makes them feel better, and that's all they have. They have nothing, so they have to create something.
And even if you show the proof and tell, the truth is thrown right there in their face, they don't care. They don't want to see the truth. They'd rather
And,
go with the lie.
and
I'm just
another
like,
thing, they don't want to admit to their wrongdoings. We
right.
all do wrong, like I said, we all do.
Right.
But we learn from it and we don't do it
Mhm.
again. I I believe in my Jesus Christ, and Jesus said, "Go out and sin and then sin no more." And you know, if sometimes we don't learn the first time or the second, but eventually you learn from it.
Mhm.
At least I hope.
And Hell on Wheels says at the end of the day, all
Yes,
we have is integrity. And you're
exactly.
right.
And that's exactly
Mhm.
100%. That's what I'm saying. Our values are what makes us, and it makes who we
Mhm.
are. And I will always stick to my values,
And
and stand up.
ever what our values are, ever what our morals are, ever what our integrity is. That's what we're passing down to our children to
Yes.
run the country eventually someday, to be something someday. My kids are grown. I have a 39-year-old and a 37-year-old, and I am so proud of them. I know for a fact I was a good mom, and I did by them right because
Yep.
of who they turned out to be. And
Exactly.
when you look at your children, you can tell what kind of parent you are. I mean, that's just all there is to it. And you can also see what kind of person that you are.
Yes.
And
Yep.
I'm just, I got to tell you this. My oldest son is so funny. When that creator was telling lies on me and made that video that was just a total bogus. My oldest son, he has his own business and he has employees, and they do siding. He put it on his surround sound and played it, and they were all rolling on the ground laughing. And every time that I see him, he calls me Cheryl.
Oh gosh.
He does.
Yeah.
He goes because he knows it's all made up because he was
Yeah.
front and center in prison. He was right there. He knows what kind of parent I was, and you know,
Yes.
and but it was just so funny because he did make it better. I mean, it was he's like, don't let it bother you.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
Don't, I mean, sometimes it's hard, but
No, it is hard, especially when you want to belong somewhere
yes. And that's a
and
lot
you
of
got.
it. People feel like they need a place to belong. And I know a
Mhm.
lot of these channel creators make you feel like that, make you feel important and special. And then other bigger and better people come along and you're not so, or you don't feel so special anymore.
Mhm.
That's happened to me. I mean, you think you're so good of friends with somebody and then you're
Mhm.
not. And then you're like nobody to them. That's heartbreaking.
Mhm. Oh,
And
I've never been on the end of popularity, because that creator went around and tainted me before I even
Yeah, but I knew that
Step
was all a
out
lie
of
before. Yeah, I knew that was all a lie because by then I knew who you was.
and I
And
told people apologize to me and stuff like that, and that's okay. But you know what I found like 2 weeks ago? I didn't realize it, but what hurt the most is people turned on me and didn't even know me just because this person told them to. And I still carry that around. It hurts. I mean, it really still digs in. And I just feel uncomfortable everywhere I go, even though
yeah,
that, but it's just because I don't know. They were just so easily swayed, I guess.
yeah. Hell on Wheels says, well, and some creators change and they don't align with your own morals. Bingo. That is exactly right. And I know that some of the creators say they don't change, but when you have people coming after your families and your kids, and I understand getting frustrated and but it doesn't help that you keep going after those certain creators. Those other,
Hmm.
you can't expect to have somebody keep going after you
Hmm.
and not expect something to happen back. You know,
Right.
it doesn't work like that. I mean, it's going to happen. So your
Hmm.
best bet is just to keep your mouth shut, move on, and don't stir the pot anymore.
Yeah. And Voice for the Voiceless, I mean, she is just one big example. I mean, of, um, I know she went through hell. And I know that they painted a picture of her that made me see her as a totally different person. When I saw the first video of, well, take that back. When she was upset and she was saying her piece, and she was just going at it. And I agreed with everything she said. And I was laughing. I was like, you go, girl, because it was all true. She wasn't lying about nothing. And then I went and watched her videos and I said, this person is nothing like they said she was. And
Yeah.
I'm like, and I was wrong for that. I mean, but
Yeah.
I never said anything bad about her or anything like that. It just, these people paint you as something you're not. And
Oh, yeah.
just to, just to make themselves, um, come out on top and
Yeah.
they want to discredit you.
And you can't go around defending yourself to every channel.
No,
I just
no.
look at it like if they want to think that about me, then let them, but they will figure it out. And that's what
Mhm.
happens. People figure it out real quick.
Right.
Sometimes it
That,
takes a little bit longer for others to figure it out, but
mhm.
I
Well,
have
that's been my,
never changed on here. I have never changed on here. Um, I haven't. And anybody that says I have, they're lying because I will never
mhm.
change my morals.
No, no, you haven't. And I just laugh now. I mean, I'm trying to get somebody to come up with, these, to make fun of this stuff, this crazy lies and stuff, and just, make it on the light end, and nobody will wants to do that. I mean, you have to laugh
Nobody
about it.
wants to do what?
Like, like do the parody things, and instead of going at people for what they're doing to you, just make fun of it because they're laughable. These people that are making up lies about other people and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think there's better things to do.
Well, I mean, I'd rather do that than to be in a chat where someone's screaming because they're lying on them and trying to prove that they are telling the truth. I
Yeah.
mean,
Who's all doing a video I know Parker, I really like her. I
mhm,
did not like her very well when she was with Natasha, but
mhm,
again, I I wasn't looking at her, I was looking at who she followed, which was wrong of
mhm,
me because the very first time she come out on her own, I really like her. I really like how she supports everyone. She lifts people up and she is good. She is real. She's genuine and I really like her.
Mhm.
And anyways, so she's put a thing out, a community post that it's the week for missing kids.
Right.
I can't do it Wednesday night, but I'm going to do one Thursday night.
Mhm.
And I might be able to do one tomorrow night. It all depends on when I get home. So, but I know for sure I'm doing one Thursday night.
You're right.
71
Boy.
KJC says the parody stuff was done and it turned into people into stirring up the room over it. That could be why. Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Hey,
because
Pansy.
it's because they were making fun of people's personalities. They were body shaming. I mean, they were really doing horrible things. I mean, the way that they were making fun of people.
I'd like to do a parody of Amber Turd and,
Well, yeah,
and
I mean,
Johnny
like
Depp.
even our friends, I like get permission from the person before we do it. I mean, say, hey, we're going to do this. Is it okay? Not just
Oh,
what they were doing.
speaking of old Johnny Depp and Amber, I am going to do maybe this weekend a good video on them because let me tell you, oh boy, TT's supposed to be doing it with me.
Hmm.
I don't know if I don't know if it's gonna, her niece is in town, so I don't know. Anyways, we'll see, but that one's gonna be a good one. Thank you, Hell on Wheels. I appreciate you coming in.
Yes. Thank you for being here. You're really sweet.
Yes, yes. Anyways, Broken Justice, I hate
Yes.
keeping it longer than an hour
Right.
because people get, plus there's other
Yes.
people that are
Hi,
live and
Punksy's just now coming in.
yeah, I know. I seen her.
Isn't this so
Um,
nice though? There hasn't been any trolls. There hasn't been any, you
no,
know.
nope, there hasn't. So I'm glad.
Hmm.
I got
But
pinged on one
I
time
think
and that sucked.
voice for the voiceless. I think that you're really a strong person, and I think that you would be a good leader to bring us all together. I think, and try to get people to do something different and do it together. Like, everybody agree to be in somebody's chat one night. You know what I mean? Just do something fun. We
I
could
do
do
want
that.
to see more people lifting each other up than
Right.
bashing them. I pray for that every night. So
Yes.
like I said, if you don't like the person, just leave.
Right.
Just don't go in their chat. Don't go around
Hmm.
them. That's what I do.
And I want to buy
Um,
a couple of pillows, voices.
anyways, well, I'm going
But
to end this live and I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys all for coming in. I appreciate it. And I love you guys
thank
all.
you.
Yep.
Thank you for
Good
having
night.
me.
Yep. Thanks, Broken Justice. Good night.
Good night.